What is going on, thunderclappers? So we are as in me, on a man. I'm a man on a mission, basically. So this here is my disgusting. As you can tell, I just step all over it. I don't know if you can see in the camera, but there's shoe marks everywhere. This is my disgusting, what I call dirty six. So BMW E36 320i, I believe. I don't know, with the 6-cylinder. That's useless, as people say. Yeah, there you go, 320i. So that is my BMW. With the what I like, cream interior, but a lot of people don't like, and it's actually rare to get these parts. So I might change that in the future. But doing a drift event called Raleigh Matsuri. And because it's a bit further than what we normally go to, I said there's only reason I'm going there is if I'm drifting. Problem with that is it's disgustingly auto. And we're going to change that. And I'll run with you how to change it, kind of. I might skip a lot of parts, because I don't know myself, but I believe in learning on the job. So we're going to go through how to change it, why I'm changing it, is it worth changing, and why don't I just get a manual one? And with that, I need a whiteboard. And you might be asking, well, why don't I just get a new 36? Why don't I just buy one that's already manual? Well, the annoying thing about that is everyone wants a manual. Everyone's doing it these days. So it tends to be a lot more pricey. This one was $1,000. Yes, you can still find cheap deals of manuals, but this was $1,000. My sister's old one, I believe that was about 1,300 auto, and I think that's actually all the autos ones we have. Manuals tend to be a lot more expensive. You're getting up there to 2.5. You're doing a pretty good job, very good job. Or they get up to 5k. Some silly buggers want 6k for them. Another thing that's happened is I tend to see autos don't get thrashed because you can't really do the same things as manual. Manual, you can drift them. So there's a lot of P-platers or just people in general getting into the manuals, drifting them, flogging them, fucking high RPM, money shifting, who cares? Alrighty, so the first thing you kind of want to do when you're doing any modifications to your car, when your hands are clean, take this from me because I've failed this many times. When your hands are clean, you may as well, all the interior parts you need to take off, just take it off now. Because there's nothing worse than at the end of the whole thing, you have greasy hands, you've been greasing these up. Now, it is very important that you basically have the right tool for the job. And I don't, so I'm just gonna make do with what I got. I have no clue when this stops recording, but basically you got majority of the interior parts out of here. Now all I just got to do is undo this main stuff for the shift knob. I do apologise, Alistair, I'm stealing your tool. You can forgive me later. So this is where the gear shifter is, and that's what I'm talking about. That piece of metal there that goes back here is what I'm trying to find out. So without unbolting too much stuff, hopefully, might actually undo that bolt, take that off. That should slide off, hopefully. We'll give it a good gander. You never know. You never know what you're doing until you hear a bad crunch, and then you know that ain't good. There you go. Get the dog. So that right there is what attaches this to the gear shift. This goes in with another pin that locks it in to the gearbox. So that's done. time for underneath the car. Basically, that's where we need to go into. That's the auto box there, the sump. You can see that. Boom. So we need this exhaust taken off up to at least there, where the bolts off. I think about there, and then probably from the headers. That's probably where I have to take it off from, unfortunately. So that'll be step one. Then maybe take a bit of heat shield off. I'm not too sure. I'm a bit of a person that if it's there, it should be there. A lot of people don't run heat shield, but I will. Drive shaft. Then start undoing the, I don't know what it's called, the bolts. The bolts. You'll see the bolts. So now this is what we're looking at. That's a bloody mission. Mission on mission. Now I have way more space to do everything. So probably heat shield still to come off. Only a couple of bolts here. Take I don't know actually. I'm going to start undoing some bell housing bolts and see what happens. What problems I cause for myself. Alright, so new day, new stuff happening. Not really new, but same stuff happening. So what I've done is I've taken all the heat shield off. I've actually taken the drive shaft out, which is in 2 bits. That back bit should be fine. Only difference is in the manual is that little piece there that kind of slides into there and bolts onto the gearbox. Let me get under here a bit more. I've taken the main bracing out, so now that will come down a bunch, which might help me with the bell housing bolts over here, but at the same time it might not, so I'll fiddle around. I've got a jack here for the reason of I can jack it up, jack it down. I am a square. Boom. Yippee! It works. I got no oil on my hands. Box is, I'm gonna say, pretty damn good. And I'm just gonna put it on Marketplace for, I'll pay you to get rid of it. Hey guys, on another day, yet again. Filthy. I didn't even realise how filthy I was until I actually grabbed the camera and had to walk inside. I've taken all the oil cooling lines off now, all the bell housing bolts. Man, never wanted to be alive more. That's actually taken up a lot of my time. I haven't been trying to rush to get it done. It's kind of just, I don't know, get it done, but also in a calm manner, trying to stop me from getting angry. I don't know if you can see that there, but that is still dangling there is the oil cooler for the transfer fluid. I will be getting rid of that, but should be able to pull that out. It'll be a bit easier once I pull the box out. So another night working on it. Tonight we got all the boys here. I had a bit of help with Matt just to be able to crank over the engine to get 2 more bolts that I wasn't able to get yesterday. And now everything's unbolted. We've got the lines unbolted from oil and cooling lines, unbolted from the gearbox. It's unbolted to the torque converter. So should be able to drag the gearbox out with my jack and a bit of prying, and hopefully it all works. I know it's probably going to be messy as hell, but we'll see how it goes.
Seems like they've forgotten the film. Maybe because I took it away, but look at that.
I don't think the jack's coming out there, man.
Well, I can move out.
That is crushing William right now.
No, it's not. I'm a big strong boy.
What a mess. What a mess. Hey, at least you're mopping up the floor right now. With your own shirt. Even Dad's getting in it. Look, he's got the tactical position.
I was trying to lift it, I'm like, fuck, this is heavier than I thought. Because it's up against the engine.
And it's also an auto transmission.
No, but it was up against the engine.
Oh, right.
I could not physically lift it.
Yeah, the autos are so much
Without
heavier
lifting the
and
whole-
bigger. What a mess. I hope you don't like that shirt.
I know, this is a rag.
You're wearing a rag.
Yeah, it was a rag and it was full, so I was like, I may as well put that on.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There's the I don't know if that's
The auto trans.
Auto trans.
5
Lot-
HP.
Well, heavier, a lot bigger. Just to put in comparison, ours still would kindly
yeah.
move.
Yeah, that.
If I throw it back, Will.
Oh!
Oh, great heavens.
Oh, it's already leaked out anyway.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Oh, you big, strong Aussie boy.
Don't say it ever again.
Yes, it is another day. I hope you can see. But basically what I've done now is I've taken the whole housing for the rear main seal out. Don't have to, but it is, you got everything out. You have to take the gearbox out to get to the rear main seal there. So basically that goes like that. I've probably messed something up, but I'm learning, so that's okay. It's not really ideal, but learn on the job. You learn from your mistakes. I think I'm good to actually put the flywheel on. Alrighty, I'm not too sure how much you can see, but after a bit of messing around, Alistair came in clutch yet again. Who would have known? So I got a pilot bearing here. This is very important. Don't forget this, otherwise you could have very bad experience. So when putting these in, you kind of just want to get a socket, one that's big enough for the outside, not the inside. If you do the inside, you'll damage it. Go on the outside. So 22mm for this one is pretty perfect. That's not too shabby. Right, so I've skipped through a bit. I've put the old flywheel on, like just an old stock one that's been used. But the fresh clutch is on. What I just used was a 16mm socket to kind of line it the best I can. Looking through it to make sure it's kind of evenly spaced out on the pilot bearing. Hopefully, like, it's pretty impossible to do it without the alignment tool, but Alice has done it and a couple of the boys have done it a couple times, so nothing's impossible if you have a will. If there's a will, there's a way. So right now I've kind of done that. I'm just going to tighten this a bit more all around, have a final check, and then might be good for the gearbox to go back in. Alrighty guys, so I've been super bloody, take that thing off so you can see, been super stressed today and yesterday, hence why I didn't actually film at all today. But tomorrow, 12 o'clock, before 12 o'clock, literally leaving to go to LA. So here's what we're looking at now. All that's left is, I should have done that a bit earlier, but got to connect, I don't know if you can see that, got to connect that hose into here. So if I'll get a torch for you to see, but basically that's from the pedal to the, whatever you want to call that, it runs off the same stuff as your brakes. So basically this is the line that goes from the pedal to the reservoir, and it operates off the same as the brakes. So that's a stop for liquid. Just pop it off at this nipple here. Literally just have to cut that little piece off there. Then you can slip in, boom, like so. Should drip then, and then just need a hose clamp there. And that's one thing. Took a couple goes, but got the gearbox in officially with the help of my brother. Also got the slave cylinder in, super good. Got the mount on. My brother, thank you, Will, ended up putting a new diff in, supplied by HP. That's a 444 or 440 ratio welded diff as well. So did that, drive shafts in. Don't know why that's wet, it's probably because we'll leave it up to put it in. Sometimes a bit of a cut to do. That's all braced up, so shifter is on and attached. Just need to bolt it on up there from inside. So apart from the exhaust, that's all I have to do from down here. So just the final things will probably be fixing this bit of a mess here. Can I turn on? Yeah, I have lights. So just fix this bit of a mess. Bolt it on. Do I bolt it on? Actually, I don't think I bolted on. There's a little cockroach. That's disgusting as hell. Actually, I really don't like that. I'm not a fan. Probably give the car a little bit of a clean before I go. And bam, I'm ready to go. Another day at it. Final day. Big day. Going to the track today. Nothing's fucking ready. But that's okay. We'll fix it at the track. We got everyone with E36's mindset there. And parts. And tools. So basically better than being in the shed. So here it is now. Technically doing the first drive and test of it since it's being auto. Now manual, but I don't have the clutch because it's not bled properly. But I need to get it onto that trailer over there anyway, so gonna have a go. Okay, so this is it. Finally strapped. First time. I'm very glad to say this is the first time it's actually been on a trailer. So it hasn't broken down ever in its life. And it drove on. You stopped recording halfway there, but that's alright. Don't care. I'm literally strapped on time, already pushing time frame. So that's the car. That is, shouldn't legally show this just in case I get in trouble. But I have gotten permission to use this vehicle. That's it all strapped down. Kind of half dodgy, but it should be sweet. Hopefully. We'll stop halfway anyway. We'll stop after a little drive and stop halfway to check it's all sweet. I feel like I'm a bit underpacked or forgetting stuff because once again I am doing everything last minute. I might chuck on a gazebo last minute and then that'll be us gone. 4 hour, probably 5 hour trip to LA. So I get there about 5 PM, it'll be sick. Anyway, see you back there.
And I'm back. So this is the weekend after the Mats 3. Super fun, loved it. Even with so little power, you can still have fun. It's not about being the best cars, this is just having fun, and that's what I was there for. But with that comes some costs. So hit a couple walls. Don't think I've dented it too bad, but you can see the tyre marks where I've hit it. Destroyed the indicator, bumper, even destroyed this thing, which I didn't even notice looks like fiberglass. I thought it was pure metal. So I need a new one of those for safety reasons. Bumper, destroyed it. Didn't destroy it, I can still put it on, but probably going to get a new one and leave this one basically for track days, so it still looks cool. Apart from that, also, sorry, pierce the radiator. So right now what I'm doing, I'm just putting a new radiator in and wiring up a E-fan. It's running a clutch fan. They do a better job, but with track days and all that, the biggest risk is if anything flies up under, hits it, or if you crash into a wall, it can grenade, pierce your radiator, which I'm pretty sure it's happened. But yeah, be on to bigger and better things. Super keen. I'm kind of semi getting ready for the Queensland Raceway Mats 3, but I don't have tickets to that. I'm just getting the car ready just in case I can get tickets from someone that's pulled out last minute, but not getting my hopes up. But that was the manual conversion done. Super fun, and I honestly can't wait to just drive this as a daily again. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I hope it's helped you maybe a little bit, but at least I learned something.